What's going on, guys? Today we're taking a look at my new favorite flat flashlight. Yes, I am still in the flat flashlight phase. That's a tongue twister. So this one I got in purple because I thought it was just different. Super cool, very vibrant, like Joker purple. I like this so much, got a black one. So this is the Wurkkos HD01 UV. So I had the HD01 before. The UV, of course, is the newer edition of this, right, which includes the ultraviolet LED. So this thing is super badass. I mean, I love this thing. Charging port is on this side here. We have dual LEDs on top. One is a regular LED, white LED, with the coloration's kind of a neutral white. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. It's not neutral white. It's definitely cooler than that. It's I don't know. You guys can judge for yourself. It's hard to describe it sometimes, and then obviously it's an opinion as well. But it's a nice brilliant white. There's no bluish tint at all in there. And then the other LED, of course, is the UV on the front. There's also a side panel with white LED. It's really a 3-in-1 because you have the white, you have the UV, but then on the side you also have an RGB. So it's just kind of a fun light. The bottom is magnetic. As you can see me swirling this guy around here because they don't like each other. Can I get this to spin? That'd be kind of fun. Nope. Okay. But anyway, they're magnetic. There's pocket clip obviously on here. Dual position pocket clip. All right. So that's very nice. Nice little addition there. So 2 buttons. The UI, like anything that has a bunch of different modes, is kind of difficult to figure out at first. Let me go ahead and do this in the background here. Whoop. There we go. All right. Something to gawk at, I guess, while I'm talking. So, yeah, the UI, as you can see, I'm forgetful, but the first button on top is going to be your regular white LED, right? So you push it on, it turns on. You can see the power indicator around both buttons. Push and holds. All right, change your modes, low, medium, and high. Double click for turbo. All right, now if you want the UV light that's on top, you hit the bottom button once, and that switches over to the UV. Now the UV does not have modes, it's just one output, which is the highest it's possible. This is actually a very strong UV light. If you've ever had UV lights, you could see just right now with the lighting that I have in here, normally you wouldn't see it at all. It'd be like kind of a dull glow. You can actually see it projecting. This is quite bright. Like I'm shining across the way there, 5 feet away, I mean, about 10 feet away, it's still lighting up containers and all kinds of things, right? So it's a very powerful UV LED, all right? So you can actually use this, and I have a whole video on how UV lights are helpful. You can find pet stains if you own cats, dogs, you can see where they peed. You go to a hotel room, you can see any kind of bodily fluids like that. Blood, you know, if you're a hunter, you're trying to follow a blood trail, especially sun's going down, you know, it's getting harder to find that. UV would be awesome for that. There's all kinds of really cool stuff it could do, right? Money features. So anyway, that's the UV. Now for the side, you double click to get to the regular light mode. Oop, double click. All right, it's very, very bright for a side panel like this. Push and hold, again, change the mode, low, medium, high. And to get to the RGB, which I have there, you want to triple click. When you triple click, it's going to go right to the police type mode that I'll say, which is the red and blue alternating flashing. Now that you triple click to get into the RGB, you just double click to change the modes. All right, now we have the colorful rainbow thing scrolling around. You can see it better in the background because of the color, I guess. It's actually so bright up here, it doesn't look like too much, not too much detail. Double click again, we have this kind of shooting over. Now it's different colors. Each little shot is a different color. If you push and hold, you can change just the color of it so it's the same color if you wanted to. And then we're back to the little police mode there. All right, so 3 different RGB functions on the side. This is just kind of cool. The run times on these are actually pretty amazing. This lasts days. So like if you just want to keep your flashlight, like let's say, I don't know, you're going camping or something. This is actually a little bright. It'd probably keep me awake, but I don't know, you're going camping, maybe you want to throw that on a table or somewhere in your tent, and you want to be able to find it quickly. There you go, you know. It's very cool, obviously, for kids. It's cool just, I mean, it's cool for anyone, really. These are play modes to me. They don't have super, important functions. They're just fun to play with. keep in mind, obviously, if you put on the little police mode there that's built in, you know, you don't want to pretend to be a police officer. I'm pretty sure it's illegal in every state in America. So be careful with that, because I know some people get, you know, you have that evil mind, right? But don't do that. You shouldn't do that. It's illegal. Yeah, it's just a super, super cool light. The HD01 UV is selling for 60 bucks. The original version without the UV, the HD01, I think those are as low as 35 bucks now. So if you like the concept of this, maybe don't need the UV or don't value that, you can get it, you know, for almost half the price. But this one, you know, being new, 60 bucks is still a reasonable price. These are very, very well made. I mean, just the fit and finish. I've dropped the black one already. It still works fine. I mean, I didn't do like destruction tests on these, but legitimately just fell out of my pocket from waist height right onto bare concrete. And I went, uh-oh. And it turned on just fine. So you always get that panicky moment like, okay, did it break? But no, it didn't. I'd say most modern flashlights, all these Chinese flashlights, they work fine. I mean, they can really take it some abuse. That is not true 10, 15 years ago. But yeah, I mean, the quality of them are actually pretty amazing. But again, charging port on the side here. Take the cover off, you can see it does have USB-C, all right, for faster charging. Just kind of cool. I dig it. Super smooth aluminum body, all right, no knurling, jimping anywhere like that at all. Goes in the pocket very easy. The pocket clip is stiff enough, all right. It is removable by 3 tiny Torx screws here if you didn't want the pocket clip. But I had no problems with carrying. I was just carrying for fun. I didn't actually carry this for the day. Larger flashlights like this I usually use around the house. When I do carry them, I'll carry them in a leg pocket, not my main pocket. So the pocket clips don't get used too much, but just for fun when I get them, I do try to see what it's like. Like right now, in my pocket, it goes in very easily, but it still holds. I'm wearing very thin pants. I know you can't see any of this, but you know, you can hear that pulling it out. It carries very well. I'll say that. It is a nice long clip, and again, having the dual position is kind of nice too. Even though this is a little bit on the heavy side, you could throw this on a hat brim if you needed to for hands-free lighting, so it's always a cool option. But yeah, I definitely dig it. Like I said, I like the flat form factor for these flashlights lately. Who knows, eventually I'll get tired of it and want regular round flashlights again, but I'm just digging them. They're just super cool. By the way, 1200 lumens on that top output. All right, oh, and there's strobe mode, totally forgot to tell you that. And if you notice, let me go back to it. The strobe mode does have a different wavelength. Had a brain fart there. I don't know if you could tell. So it's super fast, right there, super, super fast, and then it slows down a little bit. The change in the wavelength, it makes it harder for the eyes to adjust. All right. So, again, I wanted to go to the turbo mode, which is just a double click, but I triple clicked on accident. So yeah, 1200 lumens. It is plenty of light. Again, the color temperature is more of a, it's definitely not cool white, but it's not quite neutral white either. Looking across the room, it has quite a bit of spread as well. It's not super concentrated like you might see, you know, up close. Even right here, you could see how it's pretty spread out. So there's not like a major hot spot. Once you hit about 5-6 feet, it's just a wall of light. There's no hot spot at all. So it's actually quite versatile. For me, this one's extra special because of that UV. Sorry, I'm playing with it off camera here. It really is very intense compared to a lot of the flashlights I've had with UV before. So just super, super cool. But anyway, there you go. Wurkkos HD01 UV, worth the 60 bucks in my opinion. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. And I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.